Shalom, brothers and sisters. Some more news from around the world. So, first on the list today, thick snow in the Sahara Desert. This is not normal. There might be little sprinklings here and there. This is thick snow that has got everyone from the Muslim world to the Jewish world to everyone talking prophecy. So, check that out. That is just really odd. I mean, pictures of camels covered in snow walking around in the desert. Then NASA is putting all their focus into asteroid redirections called DART, Double Asteroid Redirect Test. They are completely focused on this. Why? Because there are a lot of asteroids that come in and big rocks that come from the sky if you read Revelations in the 7-year tribulation period. They obviously see these things coming. They're not talking about it openly or admitting the odds of these things hitting the planet. And let me give you a spoiler, they do hit the planet quite badly in the next few years. Right, then Putin and Xi, the meeting on the 15th of December. I've covered that slightly in the other video about Russia and China and the World War III tensions. Putin and Xi are like best friends. They react like best friends. They talk like best friends. They're united in their comings and their goings. So watch these two grow their strength as they move forward. Ukraine has opened bomb shelters for all their citizens as the World War III fears loom. 100,000 Russian troops and more coming in on their borders at the moment. And that's not to mention how many tanks, missiles, and the fact that he wants to deploy nuclear weapons close to their borders as well. Israel is suffering a fresh wave of terror attacks as all the groups are getting ready to start a new attack on Israel. Keep an eye on this. This is also building the whole time along with their issues with Iran. They're now dealing with terror attacks in country as well. Global debt is sitting at $226 trillion. This is the 7 years of famine that was prophesied by those two cows that were born. So we had 7 years of plenty. We're entering the 7 years of famine, which will be that 7-year tribulation period. We're sitting on $226 trillion of debt, and it's only going to increase and more people are going to suffer. Watch the space. La Palma, some good news there. Tremors stopped on Monday last week. Experts warn, however, it doesn't mean that the eruption is over, but it is the longest stop in activity in 85 days as of Monday. And we're still sitting where it's reasonably quiet. So it could be the end of La Palma. It could be a rest period before it picks up. We need to keep an eye and see what's going on. But at least for the inhabitants of the island, they've got a respite and a break at the moment. This is the longest eruption on record since the 1500s at La Palma. Putin has fired his hypersonic missile near Ukraine's border, 20 plus miles from the border, just to show again that his missiles work. America's just finished testing their missile again, and it was another failed test. So again, this is a show of power and a show of how close they are to the borders and the rest of the NATO countries. So again, it's a strutting of strength to show that if this does tear down, who's going to be the victor? The defense budget, this is the final one, the defense budget for the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps for 2022 is set to be $22 billion, 68% larger than last year's budget. $8 billion of that is allocated entirely towards new offensive weaponry. Iran is preparing for war. Russia is preparing for war. Israel is preparing for war. Ukraine is preparing for war. Taiwan is preparing for war. China is preparing for war. What do you think's coming? The Bible warns us of wars and rumors of wars, nations against nations. Watch these spots. Things are going to get hot really fast as we end 2021 and slip into 2022. It's not getting better. We're moving into the cauldron. Stay faithful. Work on your relationship with Yeshua. Keep looking up. Shalom.